6 people were hurt at the Gaylord Rockies Resort, with 2 of them being in critical condition. And SeaWorld San Diego, they're opening up a new kids area. This ought to be a fun one. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's going on, Adventure Fam? Happy Thursday to everybody. I hope you're having a great day. It is a beautiful day here in Glendale, Arizona, and the sun is shining. Summer is coming. And you know what else is coming is vacation, and we can't wait for it. We got a couple of weeks, or I guess 3 weeks left before our vacation, before our cruise. But before we jump into our news stories of the day, here's what I want to do. I want to give you a quick reminder that in 2 short days, we have May 13th. And what's significant about May 13th? That is our vlog camera giveaway. That's right. If you don't know, we are giving away our own personal vlog camera, our old one at least, and that is the Canon EOS M100. It's going to come with the 15-45 kit lens. It's going to come with the camera bag. It's going to come with 2 battery chargers, a battery, a selfie stick, packing and shipping all directly to you. So if you want to be a part of this giveaway, here's what you need to do. You need to subscribe here to YouTube. So if you're not subscribed to our channel yet, shame on you. You need to go ahead and subscribe, and then you need to follow the link in our description to go to our Instagram, and that will take you over to our Instagram where you need to follow us. So if you're following us on Instagram and you're subscribed here on YouTube, you have a chance to win. In 2 days, we will be doing a random drawing, and if we choose your name, we'll be shipping this camera out to you. So good luck if you're entered into the contest. For all of you that have already entered and have subscribed and followed, we appreciate you. Thanks for the support. And we want to wish everybody a good luck. All right, so the first story I have for you comes from Denver, Colorado, and the Gaylord Rockies Resort. On Saturday, it looks like some HVAC ducting work. That is the air conditioning. If you've ever been inside of an industrial building, you see in the HVAC system or the exposed ducting at the indoor water park there. It looks like that fell down and actually collapsed onto some resort water park goers, injuring 6 people, with 2 of them having critical injuries and having to be sent to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Now, this looks like it happened around 9:50 a.m. local Denver time, and fortunately, there was actually some firefighters and paramedics that were actually doing some training inside of the stairwells there at the resort, so they were actually able to get onto the scene quite quickly. But nonetheless, right, there was about 50 to 100 people walking around the indoor water park there when this ducting collapsed, injuring 6 of those people, and with 2 of them being critical. Now, the reports are that some of these victims got penetrating wound injuries, meaning some of the metal was actually penetrating into their bodies, and then it looks like some of them had injuries consistent with being crushed, which you might imagine if you've got this huge piece of ducting falling down and landing on you, I would imagine that you would be crushed from that weight. I mean, these ceilings inside of these water parks are not, they're quite high. So if something like that falls directly from the ceiling, I can imagine that you would be crushed if something like that fell on you. Now, since this incident occurred, the city of Aurora has come out and said they are not going to be doing any investigations. They are saying that the property maintenance is up to the resort owners. And so any investigation that kind of would lead into kind of what exactly occurred needs to come directly from the resort itself. What they're stating is that the city's building and grounds division and their maintenance divisions are really limited in what they can do, considering this is private property. And so they are leaving it up to the resort owners themselves to be able to go out and do their own investigation or hire somebody to do that in order to find out exactly what was the cause of this incident. Now, what the city of Aurora is also saying is the following. While it completed more than 60,000 inspections at the resort prior to the facility's opening in 2018 to ensure compliance with the International Building Code, it is the property owner's sole responsibility to address ongoing maintenance and operations issues on the property. So what the city is essentially saying is that when they were, prior to opening the resort and prior to this resort being built out, they'd completed more than 60,000 inspections, right, to make sure that it was compliant in order to be built and be opened and all that stuff. But as soon as it turned over and became open, it's now up to the property owners whose private property it is to make sure they're maintaining proper maintenance records and doing everything they can to make sure that the building is upkept to the standards in which it would have been passed by the city in the beginning. Now, unlike car accidents and things like that, there is no formal agency that's going to swoop in and try to figure it out. There's no agency that'll do this for resorts and things of that nature. So it does look like the resort is going to reach out to a third party and get an inspection and get an investigation underway so that they can determine exactly what the cause was that caused these issues. Now, Ryman Hospitality Properties is the owner of the Gaylord Rockies Resort, and you can imagine they're going to have a ton of lawyers lining up at their door, ready to file suit, ready to hold them accountable, which they should be, for this incident, which should have never probably occurred. And because of this, if you know anything about the way the legal system works, there may or may not be even an announcement of exactly what happened. If this thing is settled behind closed doors with attorneys, I'm pretty sure that the owners of this resort are going to want to keep this as close to the vest as possible, right, to prevent any any negative or any more negative impact to the resort itself. They're probably going to try to keep it close to the vest, try to settle, and I'm sure try to keep it hidden on kind of exactly what happened. I'm going to imagine that the lawyers are going to get to the bottom of this. We may not hear the bottom of it, but I'm sure the lawyers will get to the bottom of it, and rightfully so. These victims that were impacted should be compensated. They should be taken care of, even though monetary compensation doesn't give back everything that happened to them, nor does it erase the memories of this tragic event. And so hopefully that the Gaylord Rockies Resort takes care of them and they're able to, figure out a solution, and also figure out a solution onto what happened and how to prevent this kind of stuff from happening in the future. All right, let's jump into our second story. This one's more of a fun, upbeat story, and this has to do with SeaWorld San Diego, something that we're very, very excited about because we live about 5 or 6 hours from here, so it's a short drive for us. But SeaWorld San Diego is opening up a new kids play area over in the park. It's called Rescue Junior. And the main focus of Rescue Junior is going to be, educating kids on animal rehabilitation and, educating them on animals and kind of the environments and habitats and things of that nature. It looks like this is going to be replacing the Sesame Street Bay of Play that has been at SeaWorld for quite some time. And so it looks like they're going to be renovating that area to be more in line with what the SeaWorld kind of theming and mission is. SeaWorld San Diego President Jim Lake said this is going to be a fun and exciting thing for the kids to be able to see the rescue efforts and how that incorporates into SeaWorld on an everyday basis, and to see what they do in order to rescue these animals. So this is going to have elements of a play structure, a climbing structure, splash pad. It's going to have rides. It's going to have a place for kids to inspect rescue vehicles. It's going to have, puzzles and different things for the kids to enjoy and really see how the conservation efforts of SeaWorld work. Now, it's also going to feature a ride called the Rescue Rafter. Now, that sounds like a pretty cool name, huh? The Rescue Rafter. It's going to emulate the ocean feel. So you're going to get into this rescue raft, and it's going to, emulate the ocean of the waves and the sways and everything that goes along with the ocean to kind of give you that simulation feeling of being in the ocean and kind of having the boat rock up and down, I guess. So that looks like it's going to be a pretty cool element to this as well. Jim Lake also said it's his hope and it's SeaWorld's hope that young kids, old and adults alike, can come in and really see how the conservation efforts work, and kind of really see how the inner workings of rehabilitation and kind of the whole environment of how SeaWorld operates and what they're doing for these animals and the conservation efforts and things like that actually operate, and give kids and adults and a different sense of what those efforts are like. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty fun little area to add into the whole SeaWorld element. We're actually going to be heading over to SeaWorld in Florida and Orlando here in a few weeks after our cruise. And we're looking forward to it. We haven't been to the SeaWorld Orlando, and they're really actually the roller coaster capital of Orlando there. So we're really looking forward to that and seeing the animals and riding the rides there. But you guys are definitely going to come along for that ride as well. But yeah, it looks like SeaWorld San Diego is trying to do some other things to bring some other elements to draw the people in and kind of make the conservation efforts and the rehabilitation efforts that they do prominent, because I think sometimes SeaWorld gets a really bad rap, for holding animals in captivity and things of that nature. And so I think they're really trying to show the forefront of kind of what they really do on the conservation and the rehabilitation efforts. So looking forward to seeing that. Maybe we'll take a trip over there with you guys once that opens and kind of really check that out and see how that is. All right, so with that, it is Thursday, and we are going to do a little trivia. We'll call it Thursday Trivia, Thursday Travel Trivia. How about that? And leave your comments down below with your answers. And here is the question of the day. Stinky tofu is the national dish of what country? Yeah, what country has stinky tofu as their national dish? I mean, just the name of it doesn't make me want to try it, but stinky tofu. What's the national dish and what country is that from? Leave it down below, and please drop a like on this video. It really helps us, and we're trying to get to 500 subs. Don't forget to subscribe and go follow us on Instagram so you have a chance to win that camera. And let's get to 500 subs. If we do 500 subs, we'll do another giveaway. But I really appreciate your support, and love you guys, and I appreciate all the all the comments and the support that we've been getting lately. You guys are awesome, and can't wait to pick this winner on May 13th. So make sure you are subscribed and you're following so you have a chance to win the camera. So love you guys, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.